NBA champions. Let's hear it for the NBA champions.
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Butler and Johnson, the forwards. Reggie Jackson out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Cantor in at the 5. And for the Bulls, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Zach LaVine is out there with B, and it's Davis in at the center position. Plenty of games still ahead, Brent. Some discussion about shortening the regular season. Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't think it's going to happen.
Would you like to see it happen?
I like there's some percolating ideas out there that it might, and the idea of a 70-game season to me, it sounds really healthy. It sounds healthy for the players.
Healthy's a great word to use.
It sounds healthy for the coaching staff. It sounds healthy for the league, and it sounds healthy for the competition that you're going to get. Those 70 games, that would be some elevated play throughout the course of a regular season.
That's a great number. Jackson looking around, and he gets the bucket.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here's B. Markkanen trying to break loose.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Butler. Misses off the left iron. Here's B. Look at that.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Erik Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. There are few players more gifted athletically than Zach LaVine. The coach made it clear their focus is trying to contain him offensively. Good luck with trying to keep him between the ball and the basket.
Thank you, David. And here is Davis. After Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Jackson drives in, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
It's good.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
B, guarded by Jackson. Here's B. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. B's got 8.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
The Heat have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far.
Well, Miami always has the reputation of going after guys who have a tremendous amount of grit and toughness. This team, still an example of that, as Erik Spoelstra is pulling and tugging at the fibers of these guys to get out there and consistently compete. That is something that both Spoelstra and Pat Riley, as president of the team, will always look for.
The Bulls shooting their first free throws of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
#1 pick overall in the draft, coming out of Kentucky, and it just feels like Anthony Davis has had one focus on his mind, and that is to become the best player he can be. Love to see his evolution.
Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson. And probably Pat Riley's crowning achievement, assembling the big three in Miami.
An unbelievable summer that had the league just flipping its collective lid as LeBron James joined Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh down in Miami. Generational talents coming together to the tune of 2 NBA titles.
And Chicago has possession. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. No good from B.
Now, I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
Here's Butler, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, and Butler wasn't a starter until midway through his second season. But since then, his minutes have gone up, and his productivity has gone way up. Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Davis. Young comes in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Porter. And it's White in for Levine. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out.
Oh, goodness. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Miami trailing. Here's Hero. On the wing, Winslow. Adebayo down low. Carter on him. Here's Hero. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. Nice D from B. Bulls have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Carter outside. Here's White. Off target from outside. For Miami, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Hero passes to Winslow. Here's Hero. Pass to Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And you look at Jimmy Butler. Throws about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. You look at Butler, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league. And, of course, B. He's another guy who can pick your pocket.
And with all the steals these two came away with, they probably put a thought in the back of every opponent's head, and it wasn't a very good thought.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez. 1:05 left to play in the first. White the pass to B. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And now a chance to look at Jimmy Butler. Great showing for him last season. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, almost 2.5 steals and 5 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Winslow, the pass to Adebayo.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Trying to get open is Carter. No good from B.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
It's blocked.
Man, I saw that block coming from a mile away. Winslow really times that rejection perfectly.
And here is Butler. He's got 12. That one goes in. Butler's got 14 points.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
To stop the run. And no good that time. Jimmy Butler has been on display for Miami. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back. You learn about Jimmy Butler.
Basketball. That's that.
Well, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Chicago right now, Young and Carter are the big men inside. B out there with White. And it's Valentine in at the 3 spot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, B in that last game against the Pacers had a huge game. He contributed 51 points, and he was a force on defense. Came up with a lot of steals. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Hernan Gomez finds Adebayo. Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? Can get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always... Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got 8.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The Heat leading by 9, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Miami shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Juan Hernan Gomez, he's checked in for Miami. Hero comes in for waivers. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Hero, guarded by Levine, and that one good. Hero's got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's B. That one misses. Now the Heat take it the other way.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Chicago making some changes. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Markkanen, and it's Denzel Valentine in for Zach LaVine. B, guarded by Jackson. B, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. B's got 20 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
And he has been really good here at the free throw line in the first half.
Now here's Jackson from deep three-point range, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Miami heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get... And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Filling out the wings, it's Waiters and Butler. Enes Kanter is out there with James Johnson. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. B, guarded by Jackson. Markkanen passes to B. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. On the pass to B. From the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great.
Whoa, hammering it in.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Outside Jackson. Teardrop shot. Second chance shot. The shot's good from Kanter. Kanter's got the lead up to 14 now for the Heat.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Here's Waiters. And Davis pulls it down. The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's B. Oh! And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Waiters against Levine. And Waiters kicks to Jackson. Puts up a 3. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A coachable kid. Kanter uses that little up fake, causes the defender to overreact.
For Miami, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Marjanovic checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's White in for Zach LaVine. Then for the Heat, Bam Adebayo comes in for James Johnson. And Winslow subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Butler. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Brett, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide star player, but
right.
you know the role that he had for
Yes,
the teams that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely, from year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. There's Winslow. Softly drops in the floater. And the Heat lead by 16.
Pretty good pace on the pick and roll there from Winslow, jumping all over the defense when they give him the room to operate.
B. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Bulls in second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Chicago making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. Winslow, the pass to Hero. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Good on the shot. Hernan Gomez has got his 2nd basket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
It's stolen by Adebayo. In transition, here comes Miami. It's deflected. Now, here's Valentine. He's tightly guarded.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Young's checked in for Marjanovic. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Now here's Winslow, guarded closely. And it's sent back by Carter. Here's B, and he elevates for the slam just as Winslow did not like that.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Hero. And again, it's the Heat missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's B. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Chicago. .46 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Winslow, and the 3-ball is good. Winslow's got 7.
Well, Winslow makes that shot, and it makes his team that much more dangerous.
Right side, White. Pass to Young. Lets the 3 fly. No good from B. The Heat leading by 15. To the paint. There's Winslow, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Zach LaVine's checked in for White. Heat also with a sub. Waiters, he's checked in for Hero.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
That one finds the mark on target from B. B's got 37.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
That's a 2 from Butler. Off target. That was a little heat check. And so it's the Miami Heat with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Young and Carter are the big men inside. Levine is out there with B, and it's Hutchinson in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
That's the only thing that's going to get them back into this game, if there's still even a chance.
Levine against Waiters. From the top of the key, the shot, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Down low. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from B.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that.
Here's Winslow. And so it's Miami winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Olin, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Jay, I want to show you something that can happen.
Let's take a selfie. Let's take a selfie.
You said what's up to the boys, right? Yeah, just come see when you have it. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? You're welcome.
Pick and roll defense is crucial in today's NBA, okay? And how you approach it says a lot about how good you are as a coach.
The professor is in. Teach time, Hank.
Yeah, here we go. Look.